Maybe you have heard of lucid dreaming, but you are still not sure what people are talking about. You may already be very familiar with terms like lucid dreaming and dream interpretation or even liminal dreaming. In this video, I'm gonna clear up conscious dreaming and talk to you specifically about how and why to use conscious dreaming or lucid dreaming for self-care and personal development. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm also going to give you a Tibetan lucid dreaming technique that helps you learn how to become lucid during the evening, as well as process your day and release stress. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach and I specialize in lucid dreaming and dream work for self-care and personal development. This is going to be the intro video into my series on conscious dreaming here on the Higher Dreaming channel. In addition to the information that I'm giving you, be sure to grab the Intro to Dreamwork and Lucid Dreaming workbook bundle if you are interested in diving deeper into lucid dreaming and dream work. This workbook bundle actually has two workbooks. One is the Intro to Dreamwork and Lucid Dreaming, and then the second one is filled with specific practices that you can do once you do learn how to become lucid in order to engage with your dreams for different goals and purposes related to personal growth. I'll include the link to that in the description box below. But let's go ahead and talk about conscious dreaming or lucid dreaming, you may know it referred to as. So you may know this phenomena as lucid dreaming. Conscious dreaming is a term that I really learned from Robert Moss. I do like the term conscious dreaming as well. As we move along, I'm going to be talking to you about some misconceptions about lucid dreaming and things that I don't feel like you should have in your mind, even at the beginning of your journey, because it will shift your experience. Lucid dreaming or conscious dreaming is the phenomena of knowing that you're dreaming while you're in the dream. So some people think that a lucid dream is just a very vivid dream, a dream that is very colorful, it is very bright. It seems like it's real life because of this connection between real life and waking life. In both vivid dreams and conscious dreams or lucid dreams, sometimes people think that they are the same and they are not. If you don't realize that you're dreaming inside of the dream, you're not lucid. A way that I often like to explain it is if you are in a non-lucid dream, which means that you're in the dream and you think that you're not dreaming. You think that you're in the waking state. You don't realize that you're dreaming and you're in the dream going through the events and a big scary tiger comes from around the corner. You're probably going to be very, very afraid because you think that this tiger is a waking state tiger, that you are in the waking state, that you are in danger, your physical body is in some sort of danger. This is a very dangerous predicament to be in. This means this would be a non-lucid dream. In a lucid dream, since you know that you're dreaming when the tiger comes from around the corner, you would know that that is a dream tiger that cannot hurt you, and this is a dream body. This is not a physical body. The dream body can't be hurt like that. So the tiger would not be a threat for you. You would understand that this is a dream. Okay, so I hope that clears up what is lucid dreaming. Now moving forward, I want to talk to you a little bit about different activities and different reasons why you would even want to do this other than it being fun. So for many channels on YouTube, you're probably going to hear reasons like lucid dreaming is fun, you can fly in the lucid dream, some people like to have lucid dream sex, some people want to go on crazy adventures. Many people have a variety of reasons why they want to lucid dream or what they've heard about lucid dreaming. I love to use lucid dreaming for self-care and personal development, so this is going to be what the items on my list are geared towards. Number one is going to be shadow work. You probably have come across this term sometime on your journey, and shadow work means different things to different people. But one thing that I do see that basically all the meanings or interpretations of shadow work have in common is doing this sort of deep inner investigative work that may feel uncomfortable, but it is going to allow you to grow and blossom and open up your life to increased well-being, more opportunities by clearing emotional mental blockages that you may have in your life that perhaps are leading you to engage in behaviors or have habits that aren't actually serving you. So in the lucid dream state, you have conscious access to the unconscious because the dream world is the realm of the unconscious mind. So it's very possible to ask yourself deep questions that may help you or support you where you are in life or on your journey simply by becoming lucid and asking another dream figure, shouting it out to the sky, intending to see a message in a book or hear a message on the telephone. Because you are consciously engaging with the dream on this level, and the dream is mind is dream, you can use the lucid dream state to get answers to questions that you may have. Along this same sort of line, I would also include self-discovery. Processes of self-discovery are very exciting, of course engaging, because you're engaging with your own mind, and there are many ways you could do this. But what also comes to my mind is, for example, exploring hidden talents. Identifying talents and skills and things about yourself that you have never explored. Other parts of yourself that have not yet been open to your conscious mind. Perhaps it's something that you've had an idea about doing and have never tried it before. Maybe it's something that you tried in the past that reapproaching it, you would have a fresh, different perspective because you're older. In the Learning Myself guided workbook, there's also a section on exploring your hobbies and interests, and exploring these parts of yourself allow you to give yourself mental, emotional balance, as well as even perhaps opening you up to more money. Sometimes you get a habit or something that you like that you get serious about practicing when you are in your personal self-inquiry time, and you get so good at it that you start making some money from it. So that's always nice. Also on my list, I want to include practicing sports. It is a common thing you see in the Western approach when you look at a lot of studies and academic articles that people have written on studying the lucid dream state to verify if this phenomena is actually true or not. You see a lot of the studies are done with people who are playing sports or even like chess or playing runs on the piano, and they study how lucid dreaming helps individuals learn to sharpen their skills in a certain area. So if perhaps you have a certain interest, you play a certain sport, you have a certain skill, you could also use lucid dreaming or conscious dreaming in that approach as well. Now, I know you're here learning about different tools and techniques that you can use in order to improve your well-being. But remember, if you're only learning intellectually but you're not actually practicing, then you won't see those changes. If you want to practice with me, join my group Sacred Sunday Space via Patreon. It's only $15 a month, and we have between 2 and 4 live self-care practices each month. It's no cameras, come as you are, and even though it's a group practice, it's designed to make you feel comfortable and at home in your private sacred space. I personally create and guide you through a well-rounded self-care routine that includes techniques like mindfulness meditation, yoga nidra, breath work, yin yoga, journaling, goal setting, and so much more. You also get access to my mindfulness meditation classes, as well as Patreon exclusive practices and early releases. Now, my personal goal is to get 50 people in my Patreon group before the end of the year. That way, I can personally assist you in making positive transformations and changes in your life. Truly, your support is immensely appreciated. I'll put the link to my Patreon in the description box below. Check it out, and now back to your tutorial. I have also heard of people using the lucid dream state to prepare for big life changes that they know are going to happen. The person who I learned about actually used lucid dreaming to prepare for the death of his mother when he knew that that time was coming, so he could prepare mentally and emotionally for that experience and learn how to navigate it better. Another way that you could use lucid dreaming is for spiritual or religious purposes. If you are someone who is spiritual, you commonly see that some people are tapped into their dreams and they naturally know how to lucid dream. That's how it is for me. I am a natural lucid dreamer. I have done so ever since I was a child, and I've explored lots of different backgrounds and approaches to lucid dreaming, and you may be that type of person as well. When it comes to self-care and personal development, your religious and spiritual practices are a part of yourself that you have to consider and satisfy and balance. So if this is the tool that you can use to support you in your spiritual life, then you should definitely explore it. And the last idea that I have for you in this section is going to be to boost your creativity. Many people use dreams, lucid dreams, liminal dreams for creative purposes. You probably heard about me tell the stories of Salvador Dali and Benjamin Franklin in the liminal dreaming video. If you haven't and you're interested in liminal dreaming, you should definitely check that video out. But clearly you're in the realm of the mind, in the domain of the imagination as well, and you have conscious access to this state. So you can conjure up different situations that could only happen in a dream that would help you or inspire you in whatever form of art or creative expression that you engage in. So now that we have talked about that, let's talk about basic lucid dreaming skills, basic skills that you are going to need to master the art of lucid dreaming and to also have consistent and frequent lucid dreams. I'm a person, I have consistent and frequent lucid dreams due to the way that I engage with these practices, the same way that I'm going to teach and advise and hopefully influence you to do if you stick around for this series and you are subscribed to my channel, of course. But I want you to know the basic skills as well as learning how to integrate them into your life so it will be easy and effortless and harmonious for lucid dreams to just happen for you. The first one is going to be good dream recall, of course. You're going to need to be able to remember your dreams. I would suggest being able to at least remember 2 dreams each night clearly before moving on to any type of daytime or nighttime induction processes. It's going to be pointless because even if you do have a lucid dream, if you can't remember your dreams, you're not going to remember the lucid dream. So, I mean, what's the point of that? Getting down, remembering your dreams, to learn how to have 2, 3, 4 dreams each night and to remember them all. If you are not there yet, don't even worry. I already got you covered. I have a video on the best way, I feel like, to increase your dream recall, which is by keeping a dream journal. So go ahead and check that out. I will include the link to that video in the description box below. So if you need help in this area, you want to go ahead and watch that video. The next basic skill that I would suggest is a mindfulness practice. Lucid dreaming is a practice that deals with the mind. As you get more advanced, it is going to require intention. It is going to require sharp focus. It is going to require emotional regulation. It is going to require relaxation. A mindfulness practice is going to help you with all of this. I do think that having a consistent mindfulness practice, specifically by practicing mindfulness meditation in some form, that is going to help you a lot. It's for many traditions, this is a practice that they use along with Dreamwork practices. There are many approaches to mindfulness meditation or even other types of mindfulness activities that I am unaware of. Even things like Yoga Nidra. I'm going to talk about Yoga Nidra. That would be a good practice, but I do specifically think a mindfulness meditation practice is important. The West has also explored this. It's been scientifically shown that individuals who practice mindfulness meditation have more frequent lucid dreams. So this is a skill that's going to help you sharpen your focus and increase your lucidity all the way around. And when we're talking about self-care and personal development, it's also a great practice that you should be doing for other reasons as well. So it's perfect to add to this list. The third thing that you're going to need under your basic skills, I'm going to say, is intention and a goal. You're going to need a lot of intention to become lucid in the dream state, because if you're not having lucid dreams already, that means that you've trained your mind to be non-lucid. This is another reason why I suggest mindfulness meditation, because mindfulness meditation teaches you what lucidity is. But you're going to need strong intention to overcome the habit of mindlessness that you have already developed and cultivated in yourself. You're going to be fighting all this. So the moments when you space out, the moments when you're having a conversation with someone and all of a sudden you're no longer paying attention because you're thinking about this or that, moments when you are driving down the street and you are so absorbed in your inner mind that you drove from work to home, a path that you drive all the time, and you weren't really paying attention to the road. You were paying attention more to what was in your mind. You weren't present. You weren't in the moment. So having an intention is going to help you there, as well as later on, you're going to be learning things like nighttime induction techniques. So things that you're going to be doing as you wake yourself up in the middle of the night. So if you don't have the motivation or the will to wake yourself up and you need to train your mind to lucid dream, I mean, that's going to be another way that you are basically preventing yourself from having consistent and frequent lucid dreams. There will be a whole set of practices that are just going to be a bore and a chore for you. And then the last thing under basic skills, I am going to include induction practices. These are going to be practices like mild or wild or even other induction techniques that I'm personally going to be teaching you here on Higher Dreaming. One of them is called the Strengthening Intentions practice, and it comes from Tibetan Dream Yoga. It is one of the preliminaries. If you feel like you already have down some of the skills that I have included on this basics list, and you're like, oh, I wonder what that's about, don't worry, I have a video for you I have already created. So once again, I will include the link to the Strengthening Intentions tutorial in the description box below. But there are tons of induction techniques. You're going to need some type of induction technique in order to basically trigger you to become lucid. And your induction techniques are going to shift and change with you along your journey, your natural progression. The more you explore and the more you learn about yourself and your practice and your personal habits, and you develop your own dream practice in the way that it works in your life. But initially, yeah, you're going to need some sort of induction technique. So this naturally leads us to next steps. Practicing getting those basic skills down, determining what your intention, your will, your goal is. Why do you want to do this? That is also going to be important. It should be important to you. It should be motivating. If you need to get the basics down, check out those videos that I suggested to you, as well as grabbing the free Dreamwork practice guide, because it is going to have a structure already set up for you to learn the basic skills, along with links to free tutorials and guided exercises that you can use to master the basics of the items on the list that I talked to you about. If you want to dive in deeper, you can grab the Intro to Dreamwork and Lucid Dreaming for Self-Care and Personal Development workbook bundle. It's actually 2 workbooks. The intro, it's got to be more than 50 pages of explaining lucid dreaming from beginning to end, giving you practices, giving you journaling exercises, guided meditations, everything that you need to learn, develop, and maintain a consistent dream work practice from the ground up. And then the second workbook is going to be filled with ideas and exercises and activities that you can use once you have developed your practice and you're having consistent and frequent lucid dreams. It has a list of things that you can do to engage with your dreams in order to create forward movement in your life, create balance, harmony, and peace. So I hope this has given you a good intro and explanation to conscious dreaming or lucid dreaming, as well as how or why you would want to use this skill, this state, for self-care and personal development and personal growth. I hope that it inspires you to actually stick around. If so, be sure to check out all of those resources that I talked to you about in the description box below. Go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell icon so you don't miss any future video. If you grab the free Dreamwork practice guide, it's gonna put you on my email list. So I send out information about workshops and classes. I send free guided practices and all of that good stuff. So make sure to grab that and let's keep in touch. In the meantime, in between time, here are 2 more videos that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.